Did I start the video yet? Did I? I sure did. What's going on, everyone? So I'm going to go through the Discord bot commands. I know a lot of you are having trouble with this. It's not designed to be confusing, trust me. It's designed to help you. So I'm going to go through them. And remember, all you have to do is type /help if you're on a PC. If you're on your phone, I recommend using the other prefix, but let's go ahead and get into this. So I've put together the Ultimate Trading Hub, and here's how to use it. First, to get help with bot commands, in this video we're going to go over the Quant bot. We have 3 major bots that we use. Each one has their own prefix, or what I mean by prefix is the character that you have to type in on your keyboard or your phone to let the bot know that you're trying to request information from it. So the one we're going to be going over today is the Quant bot. The prefix, you have 2 options. If you're on the PC, I would recommend using the / because it helps you walk through the process of the different options you have for each command. If you're on a phone, it's a little bit easier to use the greater > sign. You just won't have the ability to get the help as far as the options, but you can always type greater > help to get help. So first, let's look at Quant bot. Again, we have the greater > sign or the / must be used before any command can be given to this bot. So this one here is the first command I'm going to go over is /help or greater > help in any channel. The description of this one, it gives you a full help list of what to do as far as commands. And then if you need additional help on each specific topic, you can break it down further. So for example, if you bring up the help list, it's going to look like this in the chat. You're going to want to select commands. You're not going to be able to do anything with this option. That's for the server-side admin. So you'll click commands, and then you're going to get all this stuff come up. And all you got to do is read through this, and it will give you an explanation, a description of each command. And then if you need further help on each of these commands, everything you see that's like kind of bolded and has a black background, those are the command terms that you're going to be using. So for example, if you needed help with dividends, you would type /help space dividends. Or with earnings, /help or greater > help space earnings. Greater > help IPOs. Same process for every command. So you can do help or help greater > and then the topic you want to get help on. And then it will help break it down even further for you. You also have these as well. So let's go through these real quick. The ones I would use, I wouldn't worry about help unless you need help, obviously. That's the only reason I would use it. If you don't need help, then you don't have to worry about that one. The rest of this stuff, really, I don't use it. It's more for server side. The feeds, server side, you're going to want this stuff here. You're going to want dividends, earnings, filings, FR, which fetches the Federal Reserve events for the specified date. And then you have the IPOs, you have news, you have flow, which gets filtered option order flow data, accepts a wide variety of filters, and that's where the help comes in with the / commands. So, if, for example, /help space flow will give you a very nice help list on how to utilize the flow command. So again, you can go in and get help on each specific command just by typing help. So you have flow, you have gainers, get today's top gainers. You have profit, calculates a profit or loss table for a given contract. Stats, get option stats for general market, specific symbol, or specific contract. Sweep, gets filtered sweep option order flow data. UOA, gets filtered unusual option order flow data. For usage, see examples. StockTwits, displays the top trending symbols from StockTwits. Moderation, you won't have to worry about that one. Or the verification. The 52, the fib, and the popular are good. I love the fib. The fib's a good one. So anyways, let's go through these and just show how to utilize this. So this is the help again. We also have flow, gainers, profit, stats. We just went over that. This should be really the only command you need to use is the help command, because you can literally find out all the other information just by utilizing the help command. So let's first go over the fib command. So for example, what I was talking about earlier, if you wanted help on the fib, greater > help fib, it gives you an even further broken down explanation of how to use the fib. We can clearly see that we have aliases or other methods to use this. You can type greater > fib, greater > TA, greater > SR, greater > support, greater > resistance, or /TA, /SR, /support, /resistance, or /fib. The usages, you can do fib ticker minutely, fib ticker monthly, fib ticker time period, fib ticker hourly, yearly, daily, quarterly, and weekly. So those are your options. If you just do the fib by itself, it's going to just give you the 52 week. That's what it defaults to. Now, if you did help with earnings, it's going to give you earnings help. It's going to tell you you can use earnings by itself, and you'll get a giant list of earnings for the upcoming weeks. You can use greater than sign earnings today, greater than sign earnings tomorrow, the day of the week, or the ticker you want. Very, very convenient. Now, let's go back to the fib. So if you type /fib by itself, or you type /fib with GME, either way you go about it. Either way, if you do a /fib GME or if you do a greater than sign fib GME, it's going to be the same result, right? Because you're going to get the 52 week. So a time period of a year and the fib GME without this time period year, it's going to be the same thing because it defaults to 52 week. Now you do have other options though. You have the monthly, weekly, daily, so be sure to utilize those as well. So here's the 1 year high again, what it looks like when it's printed. You have a little target here where the last price is, and it shows you the retracement percentages. Now, if we did earnings, greater than earnings or /earnings by itself without any ticker or anything like that, where you're going to have a nice printed booklet of upcoming earnings. You're going to have the tickers all listed. It even tells you which ones are pre-market and which ones are after hours. So this is the one pulled from February 17th. So again, we had 59 pages of earnings there. So very, very convenient. Next, we have stats or /stats. Now with this one, there's a lot of options for this one. So without options, it looks just like this. You get market-wide option statistics. So we can see that on the 18th, we had a total volume of 607,477,178 call contracts for a total of 16 billion in premium. And we had a total of 450,200,406 put volume for a total of 15.5 billion. Crazy. Now this is with the options. So this is what I'm talking about when you use the / commands. If you start using the / commands and you type /stats, it's going to give you +5 optional, at which point you will see this show up right about here or so. Then you know these are your options. You can type /stats. You can have the ticker, which would be Apple in this case. You could have the scope, which would be the market in this case. You could have the type, which would be a call or a put. You can have the expiry, which would be the expiry date that you want to measure. Or you can have the strike. And you can do all this stuff individually. You can do all of it together. You can mess with this however you want. These are all the different options of how you can use this command. So again, these options here, I took scope out because really you won't be using scope that much. But ticker, right there. It's giving you examples. Type. You just got to put this stuff in. If you're on a phone, this is a little bit harder because you don't get the nice help from the / command helper. But again, you'll get it down. Pretty simple. Next, we have stats with all possibilities. We have ticker, GME, type. Let's go with put. Or I put call. Let's go with call. So let's go back here. So you do stats first. Then as soon as you hit space, it's going to give you an option to hit ticker, scope, type, expiry, or strike. So I went with ticker first. It doesn't have to be ticker first. You can do whatever order you want. Ticker first. Next, I went to type because I skipped scope, and I went with call. Next, I went with the expiry, which is going to be, I put the 25th of February, and then I put the strike. And then if you do all this correctly, it will pull up the expiration you put. However, since I put the scope in there, it actually registered an error, so it only showed the data for GME for the 18th of February. But you get the idea. You can mess around with it. Lots of different stuff you can do. Next, let's go to popular, /popular, or greater than popular. This gets the top tickers looked at by other users across Discord. This is how we can see if our alignments or our interests are aligned with any other Discords. Let's see. Nope. Not even close. Well, there's one in there, but hey, it is what it is. This is what it looks like in the chat, by the way, when you call upon this command. Next, you have stock twits or greater than stock twits. You can use this to see the top trending tickers from stock twits. So stay away from all these. So, you know what's funny? Why is PayPal not in here? Why is Roku not in here? I mean, these are the ones I'd sell calls on. Yeah, I mean, it's how much easier you're going to get. So this is what stock twits command does. Now let's look at filings. /filings. You can use a few for this one. You can do /filings, /sec, or greater than filings, greater than sec. And then you put the ticker you want, and it will give you historic filings for whatever ticker you want. And then you use this little booklet here to flip through the pages. You can see we have 5 pages of information here on GME filings. Next, we have greater than Fed or Actually, I think the slash command for this one is /FR. But anyways, you do greater than Fed, and you can put the day of the week. You can put the time frame you want. You can put the current day or a specific date. It's going to give you the Federal Reserve's event schedule. And you can see here we have a lot of information. I think it goes, I mean, they have this stuff pre-scheduled pretty far out, so you can get a lot of this information up front. We have the next, looks like 225 pages of data, so very nice. Next, we have flow or greater than flow. This one's very, very awesome. This one here, this is what it looks like if you use flow by itself. It just gives you a general market outlook for the options flow for the current day. Now, there's a lot of different options for this one, so you're going to want to go through there and read these. You have the ticker, you have the size of the order, you have the amount of premium that was made, you have the moneyness, which is in the money, out of the money, or at the money. You have the contract type, calls or puts. You have the trade consolidation type. You have the expiration, if it was unusual, golden sweep, opening position, or no embed. You have a lot of different options. So again, here's a quick example. Flow Apple, we'll do a simple filter by symbol. Flow Apple with an expiration does expiration filtering. Flow Apple expires, it's just a long version of expires parameter. Flow Apple T sweep gives you a type sweep to filter. And then you see how it goes. You can just run down here, go through the examples. It's very extensive, very helpful to get this stuff figured out. Next, we have news or greater than news, and this is awesome because you can filter it by ticker and topics. And if you're wondering where to get a topic, see News World. That's why I went by these topics, because these topics actually go in hand with this news command. So if you want these topics and you want your own portfolio channel, basically enclosed off from the rest of the Discord, you can get everything you need to your own individual channel without listening to any of the other crap. Next, we have IPOs, /IPOs, or greater than IPOs. Check the upcoming IPOs. We have 2 currently that the system's picking up, one on the 25th and I think one on the 23rd. So again, very convenient. Last but not least, we have /gainers or greater than gainers. This displays the top earnings premiums for bearish and bullish flow for the day. That's just one of our bots. We have 2 more. The other 2 we use for charting, one of them, and Max Payne and open interest data pulls for the other. This one I just went over was the most extensive by far. The next 2 I show you I'm going to combine into one video. Very simple. This one is the one to get a hang of, is the Quant bot. Some good shit. You can get everything you need done from Discord, basically. And then we can all stay in communications. We can look at other people's interests. Very, very cool. So hopefully this helped.